Esther 2:1. After these things, just wrote later on, after these things, when the wrath of King Ahasuerus subsided, the anger of the king went from being angry to feeling better. He remembered Vashti. The king remembered in his thoughts, in his brain, he remembered Vashti. After these things, when the wrath of King Ahasuerus subsided, he remembered Vashti. Esther 2:1. What she had done. No, I won't go to the king's banquet. I refuse. What she had done and what had been decreed against her. The decree, the announcement was Vashti cannot approach the king anymore, cannot come to the king anymore. So the king remembered. Then the king's servants who attended him said, "Let beautiful young women be sought for the king." So the king's servants said, "Let beautiful young women be sought for the king. Look for young single women for the king." Esther 2:3. And let the king appoint officers in all the provinces of his kingdom. I appoint you as officers of my kingdom. Yes, sir. They're saluting. Yes, sir. That they may gather all the beautiful young women to Shushan, the citadel. Officials gather the young unmarried women to Shushan. And let the king appoint officers in all the provinces of the kingdom, that they may gather all the beautiful young women to Shushan, the citadel. Esther 2:3. Into the women's quarters under the custody of Hegai, the king's eunuch, custodian of the women. So gather them into the women's quarters under the custody of Hegai, the king's eunuch, the servant, custodian of the women. And let beauty preparations be given them. Let the beauty preparations begin for the eyes, hair, skin. And let the young woman who pleases the king, the woman who pleases the king, the woman that he likes, be queen instead of Vashti. Esther 2:4. I need to fix that. The new young woman will be queen instead of Vashti. The king's servants advised the king. This thing pleased the king, and he did so. That's a great idea. I'll do it. This thing pleased the king, and he did so. In Shushan the citadel, there was a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai. So I'm going to switch this and put it at the top of the next page. Got to change this around. In Shushan the citadel, there was a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai. Hi, Mordecai. Esther 2:5. Mordecai, the son of Jair, the son of Shimei, I don't know how to say it, the son of Kish, a Benjamite. So Mordecai's father was Jair. Jair's father was Shimei. Shimei's father was Kish, from the tribe of Benjamin. Mordecai, the son of Jair, the son of Shimei, the son of Kish, a Benjamite. Kish had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captives who had been captured with Jeconiah, king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away. I think to Babylon. Kish had been carried away. This was Kish. Kish had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captives who had been captured with Jeconiah, king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away and exiled them and separated them from Jerusalem. Kish had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captives who had been captured with Jeconiah, king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away. So I think Kish was Mordecai's great-grandfather. Esther 2:7. And Mordecai had brought up Hadassah, that is Esther. I always forget her name was Hadassah. Mordecai raised Hadassah, reared Hadassah or Esther. Esther grew up. He helped her grow up. And Mordecai had brought up Hadassah, that is Esther, his uncle's daughter. Okay, now I'm confusing myself, but Mordecai's parents, mother or father, had a brother, and that's Mordecai's uncle. Confusing. I guess I'll draw a line there. So Esther was Mordecai's uncle's daughter or cousin. Or Mordecai had his mother or father, a parent. Mother or father had a sister who would be Mordecai's aunt. And then the sister by birth, the husband. So maybe Mordecai was, this is the uncle by marriage. There's kind of a birth aunt or aunt, uncle by marriage. So I think I'll skip this part, this family tree, I'm not sure. Esther was Mordecai's cousin. Mordecai's, what's it say? His uncle's daughter. Esther was Mordecai's uncle's daughter. Esther 2:7, for she had neither father nor mother. No, Esther had no father or no mother. Esther was an orphan. The young woman was lovely and beautiful. Esther was lovely and beautiful. I tried to make her hair nice and neat. When her father and mother died, Esther's parents had died, Mordecai took her as her own daughter, so like he adopted her. Esther became Mordecai's daughter. Have a good, blessed day. This is all I have today. Thanks.